See what we got. Get a little bit of chicken, a little bit of green bean, a little piece of corn, a little bit of the crust. Well, for lunch today, I thought I made me a chicken pot pie. I'm using some store-bought pie crust to make it. So for the ingredients, we're using 1 can of cream of chicken soup, half a cup of milk, 2 cups of chicken, and this is actually a pressure can chicken that I did back in July. So it's already fully cooked, and I'm gonna just use my big spoon here to kind of, you know, break it apart a little bit. But I mean, it's fully cooked. I mean, it's basically falling apart, but this makes an excellent soup. Or in this case, a chicken pot pie. 1 package of frozen mixed vegetables. This is the 12-ounce version. And 1 cup of, actually we're going to use 3/4 of a cup of cheese. I'm using cheddar cheese, about half a cup of cheddar, and I'm going to grate 1/4 of a cup of habanero cheese, and that'll be on the inside. The recipe actually calls to sprinkle some on the outside of the crust once it's done. I probably won't do that. I don't think I want the extra cheese on it, so I'm not going to do that. So. All right, well, let me get the mixtures mixed up, and I'll show you what it looks like. And I'm gonna basically just grate it in a plate until I get to about 1/4 of a cup. Then I'll add that. This will be the cheese I'm gonna use. This stuff's pretty hot, that's why I'm only using 1/4 of a cup of it. All right, we got our milk. That's half a cup of milk. We got the 1 can of cream of chicken. Go ahead and add that to it. Here's my 2 cups of shredded chicken. Like I said, I just kind of use the fork to break it up a little bit. Yeah, this pressure can chicken is definitely the way to go. We got 1 package of the frozen mixed vegetables. And we got about 3/4 of a cup of cheddar cheese, which is half a cup of sharp cheddar and 1/4 of a cup of habanero. And also, we're going to add 1/2 of a teaspoon of tarragon. I don't know, to me, when you make a chicken soup or a chicken pot pie, you pretty much got to have tarragon in it. Pretty much every recipe I've seen didn't have any tarragon, and I don't know, to me it just makes it. And we're going to also do a few grounds of black pepper. Now let me get all that mixed up, and that's how we look. Like I said, it's real thick, and we'll go ahead and add that to the one of our pie crust. I don't think I'm going to be able to use all of it in here. I'm going to leave a little bit out, I think. I'm not sure how much it's going to swell up when it bakes. Probably not much, but we'll see. I haven't really made one of these in quite a while, but I figured it'd be a good day to make one. Now, I think that's good. We're going to leave about that much out, I think. And I can easily turn that into a soup. Even though it has cheese in it, it's not a lot of cheese. All right, let me get the next pie crust ready. And my other pie crust was kind of coming apart on me, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and roll it out a little bit before I put it on top. This is a cheaper pie crust that I had bought, and I don't know, it just it didn't kind of stay together too good. So they say when you're working with dough, you don't want it to cool too fast. So that's the trick of it. So we're gonna just re-roll this out a little bit and get that ready for the top of the pie. All right, well, I think I managed to get it rolled out pretty good. Go ahead and we'll cut it to the same size as the pie pan at this point. I'm definitely not no pie crust maker. We'll see what happens. And a good way to do your dough is to fold it in half like such, and then fold it in half again like such. And when you put your dough on top of your pie, you just line up the center and then just kind of fold it out, and it should get pretty close. And I'm gonna get a fork and kind of crimp the edge down on top of the other one. So let me get that done. So I'm pretty happy with that. Looks like it came out pretty good. And we'll take a knife and we'll cut a few little slits in it. That way it doesn't really rise up on you, you know. Yeah, I do like one like this, one like this, one like this. I think that would be good. And I actually still got some dough left over, so I can actually make a little smaller pie if I want to for the rest of the stuff. Now we're gonna put this in the oven for, we'll start off at around 35 minutes. My oven takes a little longer, I think, than most ovens. So basically just do it till it's cooked. And like I say, after 35 minutes, I'll check it and see where it stands. And this time I'm gonna try to bake it in the upper portion of the oven. I've been putting it in the middle usually. I want to see if it gets a little hotter at the top. Might cut down my cooking time. Like I said, we're gonna start off at 35 minutes, and we'll see where it stands after that. So that was 35 minutes, and my crust is pretty much brown the way I want it. So we're gonna go ahead and add the pie ring protector to it at this point, so the crust will quit browning as much. And I'm gonna let it go. I don't think it's quite done yet. The fillings of the crust is still a little bit soft in a few spots, so I'm gonna let it go a few more minutes. So I restarted my timer, and it's still at 350. So I went a little longer with it. I went about 30 minutes extra. Like I said, I think the temp on my oven's a little bit off, so it usually takes a little longer. So I wanted to get the pie to 160, and that's where it's at now. And it's just starting to bubble through the little small holes. So I think we're good. That'll be my lunch for the day. So let me get it on the counter, and I'll show you what we look like. Well, I don't know about you, but to me that looks like a pretty fine looking chicken pot pie. And like I said, to me, anytime you make a chicken soup, or in this case a chicken pot pie, which is kind of similar to a soup, you always got to use tarragon. I mean, I just like it. It's really good with chicken. Even when I just saute chicken in a pot, I mean, I usually put a little tarragon in it. So yeah, that's how you make a chicken pot pie. And like I said, the recipe originally called for 35 minutes, but my temperature control, I think, on my oven's a little bit off, so I actually went another 30 minutes extra. So I think from now on I'm gonna start cooking maybe 10 to 20 degrees higher, and I think it'll make it more correctly on cooking times. But so yeah, there you go. Let me go ahead and get a little piece cut there and give it a little taste, and see what we got. I'm not gonna cut it yet, but I'm gonna just kind of take a little taste kind of out the middle here. See what we got. Get a little bit of chicken, a little bit of green bean, a little piece of corn, a little bit of the crust. Very good, with just a hint of tarragon. I love that flavor. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Thanks.